Good morning, dear students. It's RV Kushwaha. Today we will start physical education of class 12th. This is unit first, planning in sports. Today, this is the introduction. Today, physical education plays an important role in modern education system. It emphasizes on all-around development of an individual, keeping in view the various aspects of personality like physical fitness. So here physical education, it plays an important role in physical fitness, social adjustment, mental activeness, emotionally balanced life, and cultural values, etc. Modern physical education includes variety of activities in its programs, and thus physical education programs need good planning for organization of its activity. It means modern physical education system includes variety of activities. So in its programs, and thus physical education program need good planning. It needs very good planning to organize any kind of activity. Planning plays a vital role in every field of life. Means to play planning of organization of any kind of activity. It plays a vital role, very important role in every field of life. A well-organized program of physical education develops the interest and enthusiasm of student. It develops the enthusiasm and interest in students, and proper and effective planning gives maximum benefits. And if we plan properly, it gives the maximum benefit in physical education and in sports. The success of physical education programs develops upon efficient staffing. Means it needs skillful staff. Means development of educational programs, it needs efficient or skillful staff, good direction, proper control, nice supervision, good coordination, chances of improvement, overcoming and shortcoming. All these things it needs. And planning in sports has to be considered the suitable fixture for the tournament. And planning in sports means in sport we have to plan, we should plan very clearly, and planning in sports has to be considered the suitable fixture for the tournament. There are various types of fixtures in the tournament like knockout, league, combination of knockout with league or vice versa, challenge, leader, etc. The basic of planning in sports programs start from intramural and extramural activities. The basic of planning in sports programs start from intramural and extramural activities. So you know what is intramural? Intramural means activities which is played inside house, and extramural activities which are played outside of the house. It requires many types of committees for good organization of sports events, and this chapter will help to understand the need of planning and management of tournament, formation of different committees in sports events, organization of intramural and extramural activities, various type of fixtures in sports tournaments, must participation programs for fitness. Means all these things are necessary to organize or to plan for any kind of activities. Meaning and objectives of planning. Here some objectives and meanings of planning given here. Planning is forethought. Means we have to plan, we should plan before we start any kind of game. It is a specific result that a person or system aims to achieve within a time frame and within available resources. Planning is a process of thinking about the organization and activities required to achieve a desired goal. Means to achieve a desired goal, planning is most important. Planning comprises the process of setting goals And planning includes the process of setting goals, developing strategies, and outlining tasks and schedules to accomplish goals. In other words, it is a strategic and systematic arrangement for a program that is called planning. Planning is pre-work and done before the program. Means we should plan before do any kind of work, any kind of game, before we start any kind of activities. According to Alford and Bilt, planning is the thinking process, the organized foresight, and the vision based on fact and experience that is required for intelligent action. Here, number one, importance of planning. You can see here importance of planning. Gives direction. Planning helps to give direction to achieve the desired goal and targets. Second is that reduces undue pressure. It reduces undue pressure. When we plan, it reduces undue pressure, means it helps to reduce the undue pressure of immediacy, thus less stressful during the tournament. Third is that develop creates ideas. So planning develops creative ideas, thus promotes innovation. Planning promotes innovation, and planning develops creative ideas. Fourth is that good control over activities. If we plan before we start playing for it, means we have to good control over activities. Planning gives good control over various activities of the tournament. Number fifth, increases success. Planning increases success. Good planning ensures the success, thus failure can be prevented. And increases coordination. Planning improves the good coordination. It improves means when we plan before we play any kind of game, it improves good coordination among various committees. Improves resources. It improves resources also. Planning helps to give good use of resources, thus best and economical result can be gained. Number 8, it prevents wastage. Planning prevents wastage of resources. Moreover, wastage of time can be prevented. Next, here you can see objective of planning. What are the objectives of planning? To achieve the aim of program. Planning is done considering the aim and objectives of program along with time and finance available for the programs. And second is that to consider the requirements of programs. So planning begins with the requirements of the program based upon number of participants, types of activities, level of participation, etc. Here you can see third number, to reduce the chances of mistake. The prime objective of planning is to reduce the chances of mistake, means planning reduces the chances of mistake and improves the program. Number 6, fourth, to bring up coordination, means planning brings up coordination. Planning brings proper coordination among various committees and helps to improve the program organization. Fifth number, to use the available resources. Planning is made by listing down the available resources and resources to be arranged for the program. Number 6, to arrange resources. Planning is useful to arrange resources. A good planning guides us how to arrange resources or which item or thing to be purchased, borrowed or hired. 6th number, to make the schedule of program. Planning helps to make the schedule of program. In a planning, exact schedule is chalked out, keeping in mind the time, duration, venue, weather, factors, etc. Number 8, to give information to concerned. Planning needs to give attention related to information to concerned ones, getting approvals and consent from authorities. Ninth number is that to form various committees, planning needs to give special care in forming various committees and their teams. Number 10th, to direct and guide duties of various committees. In planning the direction, duties and works of various committees are also planned in systematic way. Next, to provide management and coordination. And planning also provide management and coordination. Planning is made regarding proper management and coordination of various committees. 12th is that to plan during program works. A good planning is required related to need during the program or how to meet the immediate needs, check, supervise and coordination of various committees. Next is that to plan after program work. Planning is also done after the program work. And after the program work or overall report of program returning of things. And the last is that to consider the boarding and lodging needs. Special planning is required related to boarding and lodging needs of the program. Here next is that various committees and their responsibilities. What are the various committees, various kinds of committees and their responsibilities? Next we will study. Here you can see today sports tournaments are participated with great enthusiasm among large number of teams, and a well organized tournament is one of the best method for evaluating the skill of a team. Good tournament has healthy competition, and to organize it, a good planning is also required. For smooth conduct of sports tournament, it is necessary to form various committees, and which should perform their duties with full responsibility along with good coordination among them. The duties of these committees have to do a lot of work which are categorized as pre-tournament work, during tournament work and a post-tournament work. Means there are so many responsibilities of these committees, various kinds of committees here. As you can see here, various tournament committees and their responsibilities. First is chairperson or chief patron, head of the institution. Pre-work, to plan for the success of the tournament, to arrange the finance and funds. He arranged the finance and funds for the program, and during to look after the overall arrangement, welcoming and distinguished guests, to check the smooth conduct of the tournament, to monitor the smooth conduct of the tournament, and post work, to summarize the success and value of the tournament. This is the responsibility of chairman or chief patron. Second is that chief technical advisor. His work is to check the technical aspects of the tournament like play field and its marking, equipments, help in making fixture, guides, other officials, and during to supervise various committees, to check the progress of the tournament as per rule of the game, and to handle the technical disputes in the tournament, to monitor the smooth conduct of the tournament, and to deal with protests, objections, etc. And post work of this chief technical advisor, to make the report of the tournament and to inform the success of the tournament to concerned game federation or association. Next is that organizing secretary, and he or PET or DPE of the institution. Pre-work, to do all the planning for the tournament, get to approval from higher authority, to make arrangements of equipments, score sheets, official table equipments, certificates, to consider available resources, list of possible equipments and its availability, to make fixtures, to discuss budget and approximate expenses in the tournament, to form various committees and its staff, drafting general rules and regulations, drafting eligibility, pro forma and consent letter to various institutions for the participation. And during to coordinate with different committees for the smooth conduct of the tournament, checking of pro forma and players' authentic age, to handle immediate problems and to deal with protest or objections, etc. And post work is of this organizing secretary to give vote of thanks to the concerned, to make the final report, budget report and expense detail to higher authorities, etc. And next is that ground arrangement committee. His work is that to do all the ground arrangement as per rules of the game, arrangement for the ceremonial functions like opening and closing ceremony, and during the game to provide equipments for the matches, to manage other needful facilities near the play field, and post work is that of ground arrangement committee to collect all equipments after the tournament and return the borrowed equipments, etc. And technical committee, here the work of the technical committees, his pre-work is that to do all the arrangements over the play field as technical requirement like score sheet, official table equipments of the game. And during the game his responsibility is to manage and conduct the game as per the schedule, to perform duty as referee, umpiring duty during the game, to handle table official duty, to manage the timekeeper duty, to fill score sheets, to check the scoreboard as per score sheet, etc. Dear students, this is the first part of various tournament committees and their responsibilities. In the next video lecture I will complete it.